I am packing for a huge speaking gig in Sarasota, Florida, and I am like nervous beyond belief. But it's not because of the speaking gig, it's something else. Okay, so let me start by telling you how I got this gig. You see, I don't speak for free anymore. I did when I first started, and like most speakers, you know, when you're first getting going, you'll speak anywhere to anybody just to get on stage and get your name out there. And I used to do the same. So about 6 months ago, I get a call from an industry association, and they want me to come speak at their event. Now, initially, I want to say no, but I'm thinking about it, and there are a couple reasons I said yes. First off, it was local. I could be there and back and be there, you know, be back home by dinner, which is always cool. And second of all, it was an industry that I hadn't been involved in before, and I didn't know what possibilities there could be. So I prepare a presentation for them. I go down, I present it. It goes really well. And immediately I get invited to speak at a conference put on by one of the companies who were in attendance there. Now the problem is, and this is where I'm getting really nervous, is that this event is in Sarasota, Florida. I'm in Canada. So technically, a Canadian working in the States requires a visa, to which I don't have one. But in this situation, the company that is hiring me to speak in Sarasota is Canadian. So technically, I'm a Canadian working for a Canadian company, and they're just sending me to the States, to which I don't need a visa. So a lot of people are telling me I don't need to worry. There's nothing to worry about. But part of me deep down is like really nervous. I mean, really nervous that I'm going to show up at customs and the guy's going to turn me away. Even though I have a copy of the contract, I have a copy of the invoice to them and their Canadian address, and I even have a copy of the check that they paid me written on their Canadian address on a Canadian bank. So I'm hoping it'll be nice and smooth. So it's 8:30 on Sunday morning, and I'm at the airport waiting for my flight to Atlanta, and then I'm going to hang out there for an hour and then off to Sarasota. And I had everything prepared for customs. I think I talked to you about that. I was really nervous. I had the invoicing, the receipts, the copy of the check, everything. And I get to customs, and the guy asks where I'm going, and I say Sarasota, and he tells me to have a nice day, and I go right through. Oh man, all right, so let me just fix this here. So I am finally in Sarasota, Florida. I'm going to share some other stuff with you later in another video, but I'm here at the Ritz-Carlton in Sarasota. As you can see, I got like an awesome view. This is what, look at that. That's what gets delivered to my room. I just checked in, like I just arrived in the room probably about 10-15 minutes ago, and probably like 5 minutes after I got in, there's a knock at the door, and two people bring me this and a gift bag from the association. I got to check in now with the folks to actually let them know I'm here, because believe it or not, as nice as all this is, I still got a lot of work to do. I'm hosting an event tomorrow. I'm speaking at, I'm the opening keynote, and then the day after that, I'm a moderator for a panel discussion group. So there's a lot of work. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna just grab some, I don't know, Brie or Havarti, whatever this is. So as always, when I check in, or right after I check in and get settled, I like to reach out to the client, let them know I'm here, meet with them, do a sound check, and well, par for the course, I can't find the client. I can't find anybody from the organization. I can't even seem to find the ballroom that they're in. I mean, they told me, and I can find number 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, but not 1 or 2, which is, of course, where they are. So I have absolutely no idea where anybody is. There's nobody here. This place is like totally empty. I don't know what's going on. So I haven't been able to find the client, and I called them and left a message, so hopefully someone will get back to me soon. But I wanted to take a minute and show you something. Whenever I speak at an event, I like to give something out to a couple audience members. So over the course of my presentation, what I'll do is I'll often ask like a question, like a trivia question or something referring back to something I said, or I'll ask a question that's sort of blatantly obvious to the group I'm speaking with, and whoever shouts out the answer first, I'll give them something. So in this case, what I have here is these little bags, and it's got my name silk screened on the front, and inside, I'm gonna open this here for you. It's basically like a cup. It's got my name on it, but it's kind of neat. And you know what? It's just a little something to let everyone know that, you know, I appreciate them coming out and being a part of a great audience. And everyone likes getting something, and it doesn't need to be worth a lot. So whenever I go to an event, I always bring down a couple of these and distribute them out to the clients. So if you're putting on a presentation, one thing I have learned from being a speaker is that when it comes to logistics, you can ask for anything you want, but just be aware that you've got a 50-50 chance of getting a yes or a no. I wanted to do a sound check this afternoon because my concern was tomorrow morning this place was going to be crawling with people and I wouldn't be able to get in. As it turns out, the AV people have packed it in for the day. Everything's off. You can see the kind of the two screens behind me, and right behind me there's the, there we go. There's the stage with the podium, which I don't want a podium. Get that podium out of there. So I got to come back here 9:30 tomorrow morning. I'm doing the presentation at 1, and I'm going to do a quick run through in the morning, and then hopefully everything will be taken care of. Yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock. I should be hungry, but I'm not. But what I am going to do is go exploring in beautiful downtown Sarasota. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning on the day of the presentation, and I was supposed to start rehearsing, but the AV guys haven't set everything up yet, and can't do it. Still can't do it. So I don't know when I'm gonna get in here, but they're kicking me out now. They want to finish like arranging all the tables and whatnot, and all they have for me thus far is this. There we go. That's it. That's all there is for me. So I'm gonna go grab some breakfast, come back, and hopefully then I'll be able to do a quick run through. Shh, gotta go. So the presentation is done, it went really well. Everyone was happy, the client was happy, the audience was happy, and that's what's key. So now I can exhale and heading back up. Gonna change, go for a swim, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions or whatnot, you know, just post them down below. If you want to know more, click follow. And in the next episode, I'm going to have some more things to share with you about, well, not only speaking, business, and all that fun stuff. So anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you later.